attached to the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team, IGP Nusa Uhuwagu, has explained how the embattled Super Cop Abba Kyari made him pay the proceeds from a hotel owned by an alleged kidnap kingpin into his accounts. Uhuwagu stated this while appearing before the Nigeria Bar Association Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee on Wednesday. The lawyer said Kyari told him to pay the sum of 3,075,300 naira, which was generated from the English Hotel Enugu and another property at 21 Edibo Street, owned by late Collins Ezenwa, also known as E-Money, an alleged kidnapper, into his Uwangu's bank. Kyari, who was suspended from the Nigeria Police Force, is under investigation after an indictment by the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) over his relationship with a popular fraudster, Rahman Abbas, popularly called Hush Puppy. He has denied the allegations of corruption levied against him, but in a 131-paragraph affidavit on 30th June 2021 and submitted to the NBA's LPDC, obtained by Sahara reporters, Unwango said Kyari had authorized him to pay the money into his Zenith Bank personal account for reasons best known to them. The lawyer also stated in the affidavit that Kyari's team had previously instructed Tochukwu Okeke, a notorious court member, to collect rent from properties owned by late Ezenwa on his behalf. Okeke is currently being detained at the 82 Division of the Nigerian Army over his alleged sponsorship of members of the indigenous people of Biafra in the southeast. Okeke, who refused to appear before the National Human Rights Commission panel investigating the activities of SARS, had claimed that he paid $2 million ransom to late Ezenwa's gang after he was kidnapped in 2016. Uhunwangu was dragged to the NBA disciplinary committee by a lawyer and human rights activist, Justice Ijoma, for conduct unbecoming of a legal practitioner. In his petition to the NBA LDPC, Ijoma alleged that Uhunwangu, acting in cohort with other police officers attached to the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team, criminally converted the properties of his clients. Uhunwangu, under cross-examination by Ijoma's lead counsel, Max Oga, admitted paying the money into his personal account based on the directive of his boss, Abba Kyari. In a letter dated 28 January 2019 obtained by Sahara reporters, Abba Kyari wrote, the National Human Rights Commission of Nigeria Presidential Panel on SARS Reforms, which sat in Abuja on the 25th January 2019, directed the legal officer of IGP IRT to recover money in possession of any person controlling the aforesaid properties and make them render accounts. In view of the above stated facts, you are hereby directed or ordered to recover any money therefrom and take possession and make sure it is properly kept and safe in your custody, because if paid into the police account, it will be difficult to recover it and tender it before the court, as the matter is still pending at the Honorable Federal High Court Owerri Judicial Division. The court may make demand for it in the nearest future. Thank you for your patriotic zeal in serving the Nigeria Police Force and your motherland to the best of your ability and capability. Accept the assurance of my high esteem regard. However, sources from the NHRC panel, which sat between 14th and 26th January 2019, denied authorizing Kyari to collect any money on late Ezenwa's property and pay into a private account. In 2018, Amnesty International and National Human Rights Commission accused Kyari of illegally depleting assets of Collins Ezenwa, who was illegally executed by SARS in Owerri, Imo State. Collins Ezenwa's wife told the NHRC panel that Kyari and his team withdrew money from her late husband's bank account seized his cars for their private use and pocketed millions in accommodation proceeds from his hotel and properties. The Nigeria Human Rights Commission said in an October 2018 petition to the then Inspector General Ibrahim Idris that the IRT, led by Abba Kyari, a deputy police commissioner, had depleted the assets of Collins Ezenwa, a suspected kidnapper who was gunned down in January 2018. Kyari had said Ezenwa was a notorious kidnapper who had committed untold atrocities before he was killed. The police in Imo State accused Ezenwa, a former police corporal, of leading a syndicate of deadly abductors. He was killed during an exchange of gunfire along the Enugu-Owerri Expressway. Kyari and his team members were said to have taken over Ezenwa's properties worth billions of naira. A hotel linked to Ezenwa in Enugu was estimated at 220 million naira. He also had two duplexes and 8 blocks of flats worth a combined of 180 million naira according to the NHRC petition. The victim, who was a police corporal before he resigned, also had a fleet of exotic vehicles. Other properties of Ezenwa have also been identified in Imo and Abia states, estimating its worth in billions. See the racketeering going on. Well, Abakari will still come out and deny all these allegations. The reason why we are hearing all these things have been there before now, but it was not taken up because it's just still within Nigeria soil. The reason why we are hearing all this is the reason why the government is serious about this whole thing is because it involves FBI. That is why, and they have enough evidence, enough of allegations levied against him. That is why they are doing this. Not ordinarily, they wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have been hearing all this story here and there. Well, the end will justify the means. Let us see how everything will end. I hope everything will not be swept under the carpet. Whether we believe it or not, there is no clean policeman in Nigeria. This is just a tip of the iceberg. As for the lawyer, he is supposed to be disbarred for willing committing a crime for which he is supposed to prevent his client from committing. As a member of the bar, he cannot shift the blame. He is as guilty as Abba Kyari. The truth remains that Abba Kyari is what the people said he is. If I'm indicted, I will expose all the police officers, including the Inspector General of Police, says disgraceful Hush Puppy Deputy Commissioner of Police, fashion designer Abba Kyari. Robbery upon robbery by licensed armed policemen. This issue should be taken seriously. The man has really dented the image of the police internationally and nationally. Eating from the proceeds of what made you Super Cop is super corruption. Abba Kyari with his shady and evil dealings, they are being made open gradually. So guys, what do you have to say to this? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks.